I really don't mean to hurt her, but I need some time to be alone. But when you love someone, what's good, yo? Not that I wanna leave, she's crying her heart to me. I can look at this shit. I ain't advertising it, just supposedly supposed to give you some bullshit strength. Strength is from within, man. Everything is from within. I don't mean to hurt you, baby. Ooh, no, no. Never did I imagine you play a major part in the... Wait on my bus. Do I leave? Do I stay? Do I go? I think about my life, what matters to me the most. Girl, the love that we share is real, but in time your heart will heal. Saying I'm gone, but I have to find what life is like without you. But when, how many minutes I got? Let me check that out before I get into the topic. Feel me? Sometimes you gotta set up the moon. Oh, I got 10. There's a train coming. Right on time. Clockwork. Feel me? Sweet little dee-dee. I don't mean to hurt you, baby. That's the train. Say when you love someone. Whoa, while I feel so sad. She's crying her heart to me. And I just need time to see. Say when you love someone. Whoa, while I feel so sad. She's crying her heart to me. And I just need time to see. Say when I love myself. I can switch it up. Switch up the words, you know what I mean? Fuck, nigga. As you walk, you know what I mean? Walking by. This is regular. Got flowers growing everywhere. And I just need time to see where I wanna be. Where I wanna be. Yeah, man. I ain't sorry for nothing. Cause I ain't do shit. Feel me? Yeah. Another day, another dollar, you feel me? You gotta keep going, man. Cause you already know that the devil will keep fighting. They wake up every day without a cause to hate on you. Every day they got a purpose. Even when there's nothing to hate on, they will create something to hate. They will create an atmosphere of hate just so it can rain down bittery, sliminess, muddiness. They stirring it up. They have to find a reason. They have to find a reason. They don't have no reason. They just mad. Half of the time, it's like the shit that they do, you think that was supposed to bring them happiness. That shit ain't never happy, nigga. Because one thing you guys forget to understand that, one thing people forget is that it's not the things that they do to you. It's the expression that you show. They get satisfaction from you being frustrated. I want niggas to understand the psychology behind it all. A lot of people don't understand the psychology. It is not about what they do to you. They can take your money, they can hold up your money, they can take your house or take your car, put your shit on repo, you get evicted and all that good shit. It's not about none of that. It's about the stress that it causes you. It's about the aging of you. It's about you looking old and depleted and stressed out and drained. That's what it's all about. These niggas is operating in demons and they don't even know. Because if it was about taking your money, if it was about taking your job, if it was about taking your car, and it was about taking your kids away and all that hate shit that they do, then they would have been satisfied a long time ago. But whenever you show life, whenever it seems like you have a smile on your face, they want to wipe that smile away because you make them feel uncomfortable every time you come around with your sunshine. A lot of people ain't built for the sunshine. Your light is too bright. So as soon as you can be like, what the fuck, man? This nigga, like, and you just came in being regular you. But you're not knowing that you have to be around the presence of those who can receive your light. You feel me? But you just out here thinking you can be around any and everybody. Nah, niggas don't know how to accept to that. They don't know how to accept that. They're like, what? It's too bright for their soul. You know what I mean? Every time lightning shows up, darkness has to flee. When you come in a room and you turn on the light, you see darkness literally slowly moving away. It literally depart. It has to depart because there's light in the room now. You feel me? You have to understand these people are not developed emotionally, spiritually, nothing. They have to stay in the dark a little longer. And when you come in, you bring light into the room, you are disturbing their development. That's why they get mad at you. It's like a kid who's sleeping and you wake that kid up. They become very demonic in many ways. They be like, Saturday, and start crying. They want to rip you apart, but they don't have the strength to do so. That's what is going on. These people are not emotionally intelligent. They are not spiritually intelligent. They just don't have the intelligence that you have. So here you are. Light is intelligent. Hold on. Light is intelligence. You feel me? Compassion, that's intelligence. You feel me? Being a nice person, being a gentleman is intelligent. You see me? So when you bring yourself into a person's atmosphere, it's sunshine now. There's no more rain in that person's life. They've been used to chaos. They've been used to road rage and everything. They've been used to things that just goes left. You feel me? They've been used to that. Now you come in and it's a bright sun. And everything seems to be growing. And they're like, I'm not used to this. I'm used to things going left. I've been accustomed to things being bad. And here you are, you making things too bright. So I have to sabotage. So they self-sabotage everything else that makes it look like. Because if I come into a room, right? And I stand up, whoa, Blizz is just chilling, nigga blending with the ground, like he just fucking alien. Anyway, if I come into a room, right, and I'm standing up for what is right, integrity and everything else like that, and these people do not stand for that kind of stuff, I'm gonna make them feel uncomfortable, because right away I guilt trip them. You feel me? Right away, I convict them of the things that they do. They will feel uncomfortable around me, that kind of light. Now it's painting in an atmosphere kind of weather kind of thing, so I can make it easier for you to understand. But I can also break it down in that kind of format. If I'm a person who has integrity, you feel me? If I'm a person who don't second guess about telling the truth and shit like that, I don't filter that shit. I don't have to white lie to you in any form or shape. And I come in, I'm just saying my truth. I'm gonna make people feel uncomfortable. You feel me? I'm gonna make a few niggas who feel uncomfortable. You feel me? If I tell you, yo, stop attacking niggas behind their back and do that shit in front of them. And if you can't do that, don't do it at all. They're gonna feel uncomfortable around you. They're gonna be like, Because now they have to question themselves. Am I able to do these things? Is he right? And of course I'm right. Because if I was wrong, they would have proved me right already. You feel me? True indeed. You feel me? So now you make them feel uncomfortable. So every time that you around and they want to behave the way they want to behave, they have to think about you, about the things that you challenge them on, about the things that you're telling them to stand up for. You feel me? And they be like, they're looking at you like they feel uncomfortable now, because now they feel guilty. You feel me? Now they feel guilty about everything that they do now, because you've already called it out. They can't go back on that. So every time you around, it spells guilt trip. Every time you around, it's like you basically shaming them. Every time you around, it's like, damn, man. this nigga is gonna make me do something that I'm not comfortable. I haven't matured yet. I'm still in the dark developing. And here he is coming with his bright light. When I say everything develop in the dark, even kids are born in a dark place. Before they bring them out to light, they have to develop in some kind of fetus position in the dark. And even when the kid is born, when you take the kid home, they still tell you keep the kid in the house and don't bring him outside too soon because he's still not ready for the outside and the bacteria and everything else like that. So even through the stages of life, things are kept in the dark. Even a teenager, a mother try to protect the teenager to a certain stage before they put him out into the public and everything else. If they're not ready and they go out there too soon, they're going to meet some wolves. So there's a lot of things that's developed in dark places. There's a lot of things that's developed in silence. There's a lot of growth that is required, especially for girls and boys when we go through puberty, and some girls go through puberty too, and virgins and everything else. These are periods in dark times where people need to develop, and the process is rushing because sometimes we introduce them to certain ideas too fast, or they have to hurry up and become a man or some or things like that. So they don't have the fortitude. They do not have the opportunity that you and I and most people had, where it took time for us to develop, especially with the social media age. Everything else is so rushed, you feel me? These kids are seeing things at a very young age, you feel me? So it's like they're being rushed into development and they're missing key points in the growth of development. It's like rushing the food. Sometimes you're gonna miss a few ingredients. Maybe you forget to put a little bit of salt in there. Maybe you forgot to cook it a little bit. Sometimes it come out a little burnt that it was supposed to come out, or uncooked, you feel me? This shit can get you sick, and this is what's going on. Anything that's not properly cooked will get the individual sick. So they are going through these things. They've gone through a transition where they wasn't properly cooked, where they wasn't properly prepped, where they wasn't properly preserved, and this is the reason why they act mentally sick. You feel me? You have to understand what's going on. I'm trying to break it down to the simplest form so you can understand it. You feel me? And you should not be afraid to speak your mind. Whenever you speak your mind and you have a glitch and you feel like you got to alternate what you got to say so you can comfort somebody else's feeling, that's not the truth itself. The truth has to be free. It has to flow outwardly. It just got to be like a burst. It has to go. It has to. You can't just be trying to comfort this person and comfort that person. You're going to be compromising all the time, and eventually it's become a lie. If you change the image of Jesus in the Bible, then that means that the Bible is a lie. You have to leave it the way it is. If is and duh is duh, then leave it the way it is. Is duh. Feel me? If you change one letter, then it's not the truth. The truth is the truth and cannot be tainted. Anyway, back to them. As you hold on, we're going to get back to the topic. Hold on, let me hear something. All right, that's good. So, you have to understand that these niggas they're not developed. The reason why I have to diagnose them with this kind of mental illness is because of the behavior that they show. Their actions show that. It's easy to point out the finger and be like, this person is this and this person is that. But if you have consistently shown me that this is who you are, then I have to tell you that this is who you are because you have shown me that. It's not something that I made up in my mind. I wish I could make it up. You're not that important for me not to like to make something up like that. It's not that important. Hold on. My show was supposed to be come. That shit in.
On Saturday, July 24th,
Where the bus at, man? These niggas don't even want to work no more. They just be, it's a lot of hate going on. That bitch ain't even want to work. She knows she's supposed to drive that bus. Anyway, still out here, man. You know how they do, man. They just want you to be late so they can have a story to tell. They trying to get me fired. You know how that shit go. They working in unison. Shit is crazy. I done had like 5 different jobs already and they all working against me. This is what I be talking about their actions and the things that they do. It's not organic. It's not something that I did wrong, or they're just picking and choosing every little thing. And when the hate doesn't work, they create they lie. And when the lie does not work, they create a scenario where they complain about the things that they are guilty of. How can you complain about something that you are guilty of, that you create the atmosphere for? So they create these atmosphere for the things that they're guilty of, so they can point it to and be like, you see, this is this and this and this. But you already creating the atmosphere. It's not organic. It's not like something that I decide, oh, it's my fault in any form or shape. You feel me? They're creating this scenario and they turn around and complain about it. And I'm like, yo, it's like you cannot win with these people because they're not honest with themselves. The time in the darkness that they were supposed to be in was interrupted. So they like this kid that's crying out and acting out crazy and mentally ill and everything else like that because it was interrupted. Somebody interrupted that growth. You have to leave people in dark places so they can mature, so they can become better person. You have to, you feel me? This is essential to life itself. And when you rush this process, people become ungrateful. You feel me? They don't know what it takes for all these things. And they might tell you war stories and this, that, and the third, but we're talking about just simply thinking and having compassion for others and everything else like that. Some people think that they've been through the worst. They feel like they've been hurt. So it's like the things that this person is going through is nothing. Oh, that's nothing. You feel me? They're like, that is nothing. You just complain. He just complained about something. Man, we went through that. Everybody go through that. It's always the excuse. Every time they do something bad to you, everybody go through that. But they never been through some shit like that. Because if they went through it, they would behave better. You feel me? The concept of hurt people only pertains to people who do not know how to think beyond that. If something bad happened to me, I don't want it to happen to anybody else. That's intelligent. Now, if something bad happened to me and I want somebody else to feel what I felt, that's bitterness. That's unintelligent. That's emotional unintelligent. You feel me? So there's a difference. When people keep saying hurt people do not hurt people. Only people who are hurt will hurt people. You feel me? Because we all get hurt. But the person who get impacted the most and don't know how to handle it will want to hurt somebody else so that person can feel the way they feel, so they can feel like they're transferring hate. You feel me? It's crazy how that shit works. It's like a hurt person will want to transfer the hate as if I was to inflict that pain on you, I would feel better about myself because it was a pain that I was holding on to. That shit don't work like that. It never did work like that. Pain is not a luggage. It is not a luggage. It's supposed to be a lesson. It's supposed to be a course. It's supposed to be a studying process and a term that you learn. And you're supposed to learn from it and extract whatever you need to extract and leave the rest. They treat pain like a luggage. They treat pain like a baggage, and that's why you see them dragging their shit. Cause they want to pass on that hate to somebody else as if it's a fortune. It's not a fortune. It's not an inheritment, nigga. It was a lesson. It was a course for you to take. Not in service. Oh. Man, these niggas gonna play games all day. They playing this shit out. Oh, thank God.
Make sure to cover your nose too while on the rest.
I got you, man.
Not in service.
As you see me
Please make
in
sure
the
to
bus.
cover your nose while on the bus, please.
I'll holler at y'all later. You already know. Dipset, couple statics, Jim Jones, 1 hour.